motorsports. It is a new day. Formula One is go! The greatest spectacle in motorsports. It is a new day. Formula One is...
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome along. We're here for the sprint race in Belgium, in Spa-Francorchamps. The Belgian Grand Prix weekend, sprint weekend for... Is it the first time? Did we have a sprint here last year? I'm not sure I'm aware. My memory is really not serving me well today. Welcome along to today's live commentary brought to you by Kayo Sports. We've got some first information. We've got Gasly out and Colapinto starting from the pit lane. As you can see above us and around us, we have all of the driver statistics. So as you can see, Gasly in pits, it says, apparently he's not starting. And Colapinto all the way down here, he will be starting from the pit lane. So Alpine have had some sort of issues. I'm yet to hear what those are. We've got Martin and David trying to figure out what it is that they're talking about. I want to see if we've got any more information on this. But we are underway here. Belgian sprint race is a go. What time does it start? It starts in 4 minutes. So 4 minutes until... are we too yellow? I feel like we might be. I feel like this is better lighting. We'll run with this today. Gasly with some sort of engine issue. Actually, no, that lighting might be rubbish. We'll go with this. Yeah, this looks good. It's just because it's red on the screen. I'm tripping. Gasly engine issue, Colapinto parts changed, wing. That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. What are we thinking heading into the sprint? Obviously, it's not... We've only got 15 laps, so it'll be like a 25 to half an hour. Half an hour probably. Half an hour it'll be. Here we go, baby. All right, it will be done to starts, I think. What? It will be done to starts, I think, then probably more of a follow-along session. I don't know exactly what you mean there, Sean, but down to starts. Yes, yeah. That's generally the case. Let's jump on board now for the starting grid. Colapinto starting from the pit lane in 20th with Antonelli in 19th. That is a promotion of one place for Antonelli. Hamilton is 18th. Hülkenberg is 17th. Hamilton had a pretty unfortunate sprint quali last time out. Albon 16th with Lance Stroll in 15th. Aston Martin had the pace, but they didn't quite make it work. And Fernando Alonso in 14th with Russell in 13th, also having a bit of a mare. Mercedes unable to get into SQ3 that is. Tsunoda in 12th and a Lawson in front of him in 11th. So there you go. The Racing Bull seat is still OP. Bortoleto in 10th with Hadjar following that up in 9th. We've got Pierre Gasly in 8th. He was quite happy with that, as he should be considering the Alpine's pace. Behrman in 7th. And you might be thinking, where's the other Haas? There he is. Carlos Sainz is 6th, but Ocon is 5th. That was a very strong qualifying yesterday from the Haas in 7th and 5th. Leclerc in 4th and Lando Norris in 3rd place. Now, honestly, at Spa, you'd rather probably start on the outside. You get that better run. It's a short run into the first corner, and you want to have the better exit heading through turn 1 and then carry that through Eau Rouge and ready on. So Max Verstappen will be absolutely licking his lips at the opportunity to start in 2nd, for once, maybe. It's not very often that you'd rather be starting not on pole. But this might be one of those tracks where it can be favourable. Mick, thank you for the follow. Welcome along. How are we going today, guys? No sound detected. What are you talking about? You guys can hear me on TikTok, right? It's waffling! It doesn't know what it's talking about. Alright. Whew. Come on, lads. Alrighty, you guys can hear me. That is good news for me. So, obviously today, there's not an awful lot of points up for grabs. 8 for first place, and then it's just a difference of 1 all the way down to P8. So, top 8 score points. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's nothing spectacular, but this should be quite telling for race pace tomorrow. However, it's going to be a matter of track condition and weather. So, we will see. This is probably going to be dry the whole way here in the sprint, but I don't think we can say the same for tomorrow. So, will they change their setups from now heading into quali later today? Probably. Probably. Gasly might actually be starting from the pit lane here, never mind. He's putting in his earplugs, and the car is running. Huh. Interesting. They might just put him out for a little bit for the sake of it. Rain expected in quali and the race? Yes, there's Lauren Mecky's team principal now of Red Bull Racing. He's picked up a pretty tough gig, shall we say. Alright. Let's do it, lads. Let's get this show on the road. Has it started? No, not yet. We're rounding the formation lap now. It's a long formation lap. It'll be about 2.5 to 3 minutes here. The formation lap. So the classification does start at 7:30, but as you can see, or for me that is, but it is over 2 minutes ago now. There you go, 3 minutes. So yeah, the formation lap here is nice and slow. It's the longest circuit, so you've got a minute 40s will be the lap time here. And then you factor in the slow pace of the outlap. You've got a long way around to warm up those tyres. So they're all approaching now the start-finish. Oscar Piastri starting in P1, warming up those tyres, doing some skidding, drifting, we should say. And Max Verstappen giving him a nice little gap as well to make sure that he can get his tyres to cool down so that Max can start with that advantage. This is the sprint, JB. Certainly. This is a very, very slow right at the back. Colapinto will be pulling into the pit lane now. And Pierre Gasly still in the garage. Alrighty, here we go. So wait for him to get to the end of the pit lane. Once he's at the end of the pit lane. And here we go, the green flag now. Hamilton comeback is on the cards. Let's get it. So, are they going to wave that flag? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights are on. And we are racing in Belgium for the sprint. Oscar Piastri gets a decent start. Max Verstappen better through that second phase. He's going to try it around the outside, get that faster exit through Eau Rouge and into Radion when they get to the end of the straight. Max had a little bit of a slide trying to get the power down on the exit, and Lando Norris might have the speed on him with the slipstream to try and make something happen. They're getting all bundled up now through Eau Rouge, up to the top of the hill Radion. Max going all over the curbs. Sparks are flying, and there's not been any real changes to the positioning just yet. But look at that speed from Max Verstappen with the ERS and the overtake done. He's going to try it around the outside. There it is. Simply done. Max Verstappen up into first place before the end of the first sector. And that's Charles Leclerc also making a move past Lando Norris now. And that has been a very nice start indeed for Ferrari. And, of course, Max Verstappen, there's one of the racing bulls now getting all over the back of the Haas of Ollie Behrman. And looking further back down the field, it looks like Franco Colapinto has not gained a place. No, he hasn't, no. Lewis Hamilton, though, has indeed made a place up. Never mind. That's because Pierre Gasly didn't start. I take it back. Max Verstappen leading the way now from Oscar Piastri, from Charles Leclerc, from Lando Norris, and that is your top 4 right there. Hamilton and Antonelli now staying right where they are. Nothing happening, but Max Verstappen showing why he is the best, and right away. Vroom. That overtake deployment with the slipstream and the super skinny rear wing is just a force to be reckoned with in that Red Bull. Their straight line speed is ridiculous. Sector 2 is where they'll struggle, but as long as you can bundle it up through Sector 2, you'll be totally fine. So DRS now, heading into this lap. We've got George Russell having a look on Yuki Tsunoda, but not making it past on this occasion. Now Oscar Piastri will have the DRS on the exit of Radion here. We have a look. Max really threw it through Radion at the top of the hill there. And by the time they come out past those trees, the overspeed is just remarkable. Leclerc really made that stick, didn't he? Actually, Lando getting caught up behind his teammate Oscar Piastri there, mid-corner, and that's what cooked him. Hello, Harlow. Welcome along. Long time no see. I hope you're well. Lando now trying to pick up the pace a little bit. He doesn't want to get caught out by Esteban Ocon in P5, and also doesn't want to lose much pace to the front 2 of Oscar Piastri and further in front, Max Verstappen. Now, Charles Leclerc will have from reasonably slower pace than Oscar Piastri, or so you would think. So, with that said, Lando needs to get past so that he can keep up with his teammate, because realistically, the battle is between the two of them. So there you go. Don't want to hear anyone saying Max is a tractor. It's I'd say it's not a tractor, because tractors don't turn very well. He has what does he have? He has something that is incredibly nimble and impossible to drive, but he is just talented, so he can drive it. That's Max. What more can I say? Fast car. He does have a fast car. Yes, he does. Undrivable but fast. Hello, Andy. What's good? Why is Gasly in the pits? He didn't start. They might try and get him out for a few laps just for a bit of fun, but he hasn't started the race. Oscar bundling up behind Max there through bus stop chicane. If he can get a better exit, he really needs to drop DRS from Leclerc and then let him and Lando sort of lose time from each other. But realistically, we're going to have to watch why, though. I believe it was engine problems, Alpine things. Colapinto also started from the pit lane there to change components on his car too. Specifically what, I'm not sure, but it broke Parc Fermé, so that's all that really needs to be said about that, I suppose. Oscar Piastri now going to have the DRS and the slipstream on Max. I doubt he'll get it done because of the... just look how fast, even with the DRS and the slipstream, the Red Bull was only losing a very marginable gap to the McLaren on that straight. So yeah, this is going to be interesting to watch. Oscar realistically needs to, I think you're most likely to see him move into the bus stop based on a really good middle sector. And if you can have a good middle sector, then, you know, even though there is a long straight before bus stop, he should be able to be close enough to try and make a lunge happen there or something. It's hard, though, because, yeah, that Red Bull is really well set up for race pace. Where is Daniel Ricciardo? Well, he's retired, my friend. He's well and truly gone. Rest in peace. What have we had any changes, really, up and down the grid? I don't think we have we? No. Everything's pretty much stayed the same. Stroll got past Alonso. That's really it. Literally. Oh, wait, of course, the front 4. Green screen my hoodie. Oh, no, it's tragic. We move. It's fine, guys. Don't stress. Yeah, wow. So yeah, Max had a slightly better start, but nothing too crazy. But it was just that that straight line speed absolutely cooked him. What can you do? What can you do? He's built different, man. Well, the Red Bull is just... It's the bloody arrow, right? The silver arrows, like Mercedes. Speaking of Mercedes, P12 and P18 currently. Yikes. Gasly, is he registered? I think technically he's registered now. Is he out on track? I do have a feeling that he is. Let's see if he actually puts a lap time down. There you go. Lando's got in front of Charles Leclerc now with relative ease. Bit of DRS, bit of slipstream. He's made the move done just before the end of Sector 1. Not bad. Not bad. He hasn't lost an awful lot of time. 2 seconds. Could have been a lot worse. Leclerc didn't really make that too hard for him, did he? He also knows that it's not necessarily a race that's worth fighting. You'll fall back into the grips of the Haas and Williams behind if you battle that for too long. So Oscar now within half a second of Verstappen. Let's watch the end of Sector 2 here. This is really where he needs to get a great exit, and if he can, with some battery store, maybe he can be close enough into bus stop, but it doesn't look like it. Let's look at the gap here. So on the exit, get the wheels straight. So 6.5 seconds. Can he actually get pulled along in the slipstream? Surely. Surely. Marginally. It's really not much, is it? Yeah, so he gained half a tenth. Mental. And through bus stop, it's obviously hard to follow if you're caught up right behind someone. Yeah, wow. Okay. Let's see a good run through here, please. Oscar, you need a great first sector. Please, 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 please. Yeah, I'd like to see the telemetry on the battery. The only problem is that if they showed that, then teams would be able to poke their eyes in and monitor their rivals' battery usage, which I understand is why they don't use it, but it would be it'd be a nice addition, I think, for the spectator. Oh. Oscar all over the back of Verstappen now. Speaking of, Ollie Behrman is having a look around Carlos Sainz and George Russell now getting past Yuki Tsunoda. DRS, oh sorry, never mind, Antonelli on Hulkenberg. My bad, team. Sorry, gang. Well, Antonelli, P17, my boy, let's go. Piastri, again, once you kind of get to the end of Sector 2, unless you can get a great exit, it's going to be kind of hard. It seems pretty much the same sort of delta as last lap. Max still tracking a little bit quicker. Oh, goodness me. Oh, dipping the tire there as well. That's not going to help with his exit speed. It's actually not lost him too much time, thankfully. Mustn't have been much load in there. Come on, Oscar. That's how we go. Let's see how he goes through the bus stop again. So 565. Max just built different. Lando is now joining the fight. Come on, Oscar. Oscar on the radio. How's the tire? It's okay, he says. Top 3-4 are set now. Yeah, probably. Actually, no, I disagree. Just you watch. Oscar Piastri, the GOAT. Watch and learn. Oscar just needs to bide his time here and make sure that he can build towards something meaningful. In that he's going to have to put it all together in one lap. Yeah, it's a little tire dip there. Manuel, thank you. Welcome along. How are you? Watching now Oscar and Max through Sector 2 again. Let's see at the start of the straight. Where is he? So Oscar going to be naturally better in the corners in terms of car performance, but Max just able to carry that middle speed by managing the car. Let's have a look. 6.2. Is he getting much of a tow yet? Maybe. Again, maybe 1/10. Very late on the brakes there from Oscar. Did you see that? That was very brave. That was incredible. He just took a huge chunk out of Max there. He's starting to get on it. He also, in the end, didn't take a huge chunk because he had a worse exit. But anyhow, Max is just cooking. Well, I am fuming. I am fuming. Yeah, look, Max is just, he's going to be able to manage this, I think. He needs a very strong middle sector. If Max can, you know, make maybe a little error, or he just cooks, it'd be great. So right now, if we're having a look, the point scoring positions is from Hajar upwards. So we've got Hajar, Behrman, Sainz, Ocon in point scoring right now, which is incredibly impressive. Haas double point score when only, what is it? Hang on, what's my math saying? 4%. No? 40%. Only 40% of the grid will allow it. So 80 out of 200, 40 out of 100. Yes. Good stuff. Hamilton already complaining about the rear. So is that the tyres he's talking about? Is that the brakes? We saw that he had a rear lock in sprint quali yesterday, which is why he ended up where he is on the grid. So maybe just struggling with some ongoing issues with the diff, maybe. I don't know. Piastri falling off of Max a little bit. Now, is he managing and trying to build up battery and get a bit of a tyre delta? Maybe, so that he can fashion a move later on in the sprint. He's going to be careful, though, because if Lando gets in a DRS, then he's going to have another thing to worry about. And it looks like it might be the case by the end of this lap, because Lando is really pushing on now. Quite a fair bit quicker last lap. 6/10 quicker last lap. So do with that what you will. Lando is going to be on him here. Yeah, Lando's 6/10 quicker last lap. That's crazy work. Sector 2 as well. It's all made up in Sector 2, essentially. So what does that mean? That means that Max is holding him up. Standard. Here we go. Come on. Thank you for the follow, Reaper. I hope you're doing well. Welcome. Oh, Oscar, please get past Max. Coming down the hill now. Piastri is being told to prioritize exit, which is standard, to be fair. I mean, it's something that we saw. He was going quite deep every now and then. It looked like the McLaren just had a bit of a backfire moment. I saw a little bit of a puff of smoke from Piastri. Or something. Something black kind of flashed out from the rear of that car, which I don't like the idea of. Let's hope there's no mechanical issues, please. Is that a drop of rain I see on the camera? Interesting. 3 weeks to do something and Ferrari downgraded their car. You're losing your love for the sport, Orin. Oh, that's pain. Unlucky, man. Rough. Lando's going to be in DRS of Piastri here. Piastri had a better exit that time around. There we go. Over is Radion. Why did I say Raskas? What am I talking about? He had a better exit that time. He's really gaining on Max here. But is it going to be enough? He might try and dive it around the outside. No. He's going to get a nice second corner here. As you can see, the chicane, he's going to get a nice exit. It's just not great, though, is it? It's nothing to write home about right now. Piastri's still unable to get past Max at this moment in time. And coming through Sector 2, you're going to watch Lando will realistically be right on the back of Piastri by the end of this lap. So, very interesting. Very interesting. If I can't help you, no one should. I might. Judy, thank you for the follow. Welcome along. I hope you're doing well, my friend. So we've got Piastri 7/10 from Verstappen, and then Norris a solid 8 from Piastri, who is only going to get held up more because of the traffic in front. So we could be looking at a situation where Norris gets past Piastri here. How did I come to supporting Aston Martin? Well, my friend Orin, I came to support Aston Martin as the result of I was a Force India and then Racing Point supporter. But then also, above all else, I was a big Sebastian Vettel guy. Mr. Sebastian, my guy. And so then when they became Aston Martin in 2021, it was a no-brainer. Sebastian moved there. It just made sense. And then in 2023, Fernando joined, and I love Fernando. And Lance is a cool guy too, so it just worked out. And then I started to get involved in F1, and I've got good connections with people at the team, and Aston Martin is sort of, it just feels more like the most like home for me these days. It just is what it is. You know, I've got a lot of close friends there and stuff like that. So yeah, big ups Aston Martin. Max did overtake at the start. Technically, Sector 1, I suppose. So he had the DRS, no, not the DRS, but where the DRS straight is on the exit of Radion. He just had better pace. And the slipstream, it just, look, if you have a look at the rear wing sizes, Max's rear wing is so small. Which means less rear downforce, which means more straight line speed. Less performance in the corners. At its simplest form, they might have other things happening on the car, but generally speaking, there you go. So we're looking at battery usage, and apparently Oscar Piastri has far less battery than Lando Norris. So it looks like Lando is going to get Piastri now. Verstappen is looking pretty sound. I think Oscar's got this, low-key. Am I an Aries? No, I'm not. The race ain't started yet. No, this is the sprint race, my friend. And it has well and truly started. We've got 4 laps left. Piastri looking to have the overspeed here on Verstappen. Eau Rouge Radion. He might be able to get it to... if he can get a really good exit. With the DRS now, Oscar might have a chance to get past Max. I think he's got to send it now. This is the chance he's going to get. He's got to go fake to the inside, dive to the outside, get the switchback maybe on Max, make Max go a little bit deep. Can he force a mistake? It's hard to do so with Max. Yeah, okay, it looks like it's threat neutralized for now for Max Verstappen. Max is complaining about braking. He's apparently not able to brake right now. Oh, the sprint race has started, yeah. I am real, yes. How about it? You think I'm AI? It looks like Max is going to be able to see this one out unless he makes a bit of an error. Because the problem is that Piastri... No, you're good, Callum. I also almost got the time wrong. I thought that it was 9:30 my time, but it was 7:30. I got cooked. Oscar will win. I don't think so. I want him to, but I have a feeling that it will be Verstappen or Lando. I feel like Lando is going to get Oscar, unfortunately. And that will allow Max to win it. The F1 Insta is lying to you. You might have been looking maybe like the wrong time zone. Because if they said, for example, Australia 9:30, but you lived in a different state, then it would be a different time. Because they generally go off of Melbourne and Sydney time. Yeah, so the top 3 are really close together, right? But it doesn't mean an awful lot around Spa, where it's a DRS train and back up through Sector 2. Does Piastri get a better exit there? I think he did. Lando going a little bit deeper into Turn 1. But the double slipstream, it's going to be good. Qualifying starts at 12, I believe. Do I think Oscar's going to be a world champion? Absolutely I do. Without a doubt. Without a doubt. Does Oscar just try and dive it? Or does he just... You know what, I'll be honest, if you're Oscar, you're just got to see this out in these positions. Like, Max is not much of a threat, right? So, if he can just stay in front of Lando, he's chilling. Is Oscar close? Yes, he is. So, if you can see up here in the timing sheets, the gap is what you're looking at. He's 6/10. Or interval is the best one. So, you've got 7/10 now to Verstappen, and then half a second between Piastri and Norris. I look like Oscar from Wish. I'll take it. How did Max get past? Max got past Sector 1 on the main straight, or not the main straight, the largest straight after, or not technically the largest straight, is it? But after Radion. The back straight's the largest straight, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, Max has got this one, I reckon. Yeah, Max has just got the straight line speed. The Red Bull running very low downforce, and it's just proving its weight in gold. Yeah, Lando is probably going to get Oscar here. This is a green screen, yes. I don't have enough room in my room, ironically so. Lando in third place, chasing Oscar for second, trying to get obviously past Verstappen, but it's doubtful. It looks like Lando is going to be able to have a go here at Oscar, but the double DRS right makes it a lot harder. We've only got 2.5 laps to go now. I doubt that Lando will, or that Oscar will be able to win this one. Looks like Max is just going to see this one off. Looking further down, we've really had no change. I was maybe a little bit hopeful. I was wrong. Alex Albon trying to have a look past Fernando Alonso for P14. Of course, this doesn't mean anything because points are only paid up to P8. Or down to P8, I should say. But this is, of course, just for bragging rights, and they have many bonuses within their contracts based on average finish and what have you, so there's still a reason to fight for every last point. You've got to do it. Lando now 8 tenths from the leader. He is apparently... Was that interval? Or, I was going to say, that doesn't seem right. It just feels wrong. Yeah, there you go. It says interval. It said leader before, and it just wasn't the interval. It wasn't the leader. It was the interval. So say he was not. It was not 8 tenths away from the leader, because that would have been like 2 tenths a gap from Piastri. I also want Oscar to win, Callum, but it's not likely to happen unless Verstappen makes a big boo boo, which isn't likely. I look very happy. I am tired. I am so tired. It's been a long week. It's been a long week. I'm gonna pack my things and leave it behind. Hamilton, what is happening? Well, P16. To be fair, he started P18, right? He's gained 2 places. One of them was because the car didn't start, but that's okay. Thibaut Courtois about to wave the checkered flag for the sprint. If you're not sure who Thibaut Courtois was or is, what are you doing? Football player, goalkeeper, played for most of his time at Real Madrid towards the end. He was at Chelsea, correct? Prior to that, let me double check this. He spent years at Chelsea. Hey, why am I mental blanking? Is it Chelsea, right? Why do I feel the need to check this? Why am I doubting myself? Yeah, Chelsea. Yeah, have that, Ethan. You are right. Lads, we might be cooked. Oh dear, unless Oscar can get it done here, it's looking to be the end of this one, with Max in first place, followed by Piastri, followed by Lando. It's gonna be here or nothing. I think if you're Oscar though, you've just got to keep Lando behind and take that 1 point gain on your rival. Yeah, he's not gonna get it done. Max will have had maximum battery because he hasn't needed to really fight for anything this whole time, right? So, big ups. Yeah. Yeah. Why does Max keep winning? He doesn't really. This is he hasn't won for. I mean, when did he last win? Was it Imola? I think it was Imola, right? I'm pretty sure it's Imola. There we go. Why does Oscar keep getting on the podium? Because he's built different and he's in the McLaren, who is pretty good. There you go. So rounding the final few corners now. He's going to approach the bus stop chicane. Under heavy braking. He's not going to make any mistakes. Max Verstappen turns in left, put the power down, and to the it's pretty much a home race. He wins the sprint. Well done, Max, with Oscar Piastri in second place and Lando Norris in third place. There is your top three for the sprint. Leclerc a solid 8 seconds back in fourth, followed by Ocon as it stands. Sainz, Behrman, and Hadjar is your top 8. Nothing has really happened. Let's be honest. Someone says Oscar overrated. The car carries him. No. Ethan, you need to trust yourself more. Yes, Imola was Max's last win. Thank you, Sean. Yeah, you know what? You're right. I'm smart. I just didn't trust my memory. Lewis P15. He got the move done on Albon. He did get the move on Albon, so well played to him. Max did well. Attaboy, Max. Attaboy. I mean, hey, look. He just did what he had to do. Ella, what's good? Nice little bounce back for Red Bull. Max in his first race, technically, since Christian not being here, is on the top step. So, can't complain. I mean, look, it's going to be an adjustment period for the team, but I think this is a very positive start for them for the weekend. And heading into quali later today, they'll have a lot of confidence, I think, getting the setup right. Oscar, why Oscar pitted? What do you mean? He hasn't. What are you talking about? Rebels manager is Lauren Meckies. Thank you, Barry. Thank you. Whereabouts? On social media or on the app? Well done, Esteban. Esteban. Why does he have fresher tires? Max just would have started on a used set, so they can use tires that they would have used in qualifying, and so they thought it was better to use a scrub set. A lot of people use the scrub set. Behrman did, Leclerc, Ocon, Russell, Sonoda, Lawson. Lots of people use the scrub set. An ad on TikTok. Huh. There you go. Nice. Leclerc never going to get a world championship. It seems that it might be a struggle, that's for sure. I think he might be onto something there. Andy has resubscribed. Welcome back. How about it? Christian says Super Max. Yes, he is super. Yeah, Red Bull will be pretty chuffed with that. That's for certain. Vamos. Well done, Max. Dennis, welcome. Hope you're well. You saw I got married? I actually didn't get married. It was my friend's wedding. I was but a groomsman. 10-second gap in 15 laps is kind of crazy. Yes. Yes, it is. Built different, he is. Well, they are, I should say, because you got Max and the McLarens. But Max being able to lead the McLarens for 15 laps is pretty solid. No lies. Aren't I like 10? 19? I'm 20. Do I think this McLaren is better than the W11? Depends on what we're talking about, right? Oh, that was like a jokey little skit bit, Barry. I had like a bouquet and a veil, but it was like just like a little bit for the reception. Yeah, Cameron, it depends. The W11 was filthy, but this McLaren is also filthy. I mean, Oscar set lap record yesterday, right? So do with that what you will. It'll be interesting to see their time for quali today, though it might be a bit wet, so maybe we saw the best of it yesterday. So, lads, we have now 3 hours or 2.5 hours, I think, is it, until main qualifying. And while I would love to sit around this whole time, I need to get some food in me. I need to eat dinner. So let's figure out when we're going to be back, because we are going to be back for quali. Let's just make sure we get this right. When is... I'll be honest, I don't like the new website. I don't like the new app. It's annoying. Ah, go away. Qualifying, it doesn't let me see. 11:30. Okay, so we've got 2 hours until quali. 3, sorry. 3.5. My bad. I'm stupid. Call me Charles Leclerc. So yeah, we're gonna dip for a little bit, and we'll be back soon. So make sure you hit that follow button, so you don't miss when we come back, because we will be back for quali and we will be cooking. So I'll catch you all very soon. We're gonna see who will get pole position. Little Muck Tree, welcome. Thank you for the follow. Both of you, much love. I guess go welcome. But yeah, so hit that follow button so you don't miss when we come back very shortly. I'm keen, because we are going to see some fun stuff happening shortly. I'm just listening to the interview, sorry. But yeah, I'm going to go have dinner, and I'll be back very shortly. I'll catch you all very soon. That is the F1 sprint finished. Got Max Verstappen finished in first place, sorry, not pole position. Technically, he's not the podium, because, well, there isn't a podium, they just get a little plaque. Got Max in first, Piastri second, Lando third, Leclerc fourth, Ocon fifth, that's crazy work, Sainz sixth, also great. Then Behrman in seventh, so that is a whopping 2 + 4, 6 points for Haas. Woo! And then we got Hadjar in 8th as well, rounding out the points. Then we got Bortoletto, Lawson, Tsunoda, Russell, Stroll, Alonso, Hamilton, Albon, Antonelli, Hulkenberg, and Colapinto, with Gasly not starting the race. And you might be wondering, interesting. Sounds like nothing changed. You'd be right. It was more or less the exact same. Hamilton got past Albon, Stroll got past Alonso, and Piastri got done by Verstappen. The rest of it was the exact same. So hopefully it's better tomorrow in racing. We should have some wet weather, but also we're going to see how we go with quali. I'll talk to you very soon. Hit that follow button, and I'll be back in a short little time. In a sec, lads.